Hello, this is George Senda, the real, official, authentic, original, the one, the only, the official, the guy from Pittsburgh, except no cheesy YouTube commentators, imposters, or trolls, and intended to clear off that chair. I had it all nice and neatly unfolded, then I had to find my clothes. It has not been a good weekend. Kathy got ill Friday night, went to the emergency room. She is fine, and then I couldn't sleep all night Friday because I was worried. And then this last night, I lied here and lied here and lied here and did what I did for years when I couldn't sleep. I listened to Art Bell, and God, I miss Art. And then my old hip injury. I fell years ago out of a chair. I reached down to pick something up. The chair slid across the concrete floor, tipped over to the right, and threw me on the floor. And I didn't think of going to the doctor. You know, I'm okay, I guess. And a big mistake. The hip has been throbbing, and then the knee in a pain duet started throbbing too. Listen to Art Bell with Sean David Morton. He got the fall of Saddam Hussein right. He got New York being nuked by a submarine wrong. He had his own issues with tax problems. Went to prison along with his wife. Can't find his website anymore, and he may not have it. But did go to paranormal conferences here. All right, a major supporter of the channel sent me this morning. Kathy is fine. The cats are all fine. I am sleepy. I am not and never will be a morning animal. And on this thing it says, lighter than the smallest box. Well, Amazon lied because this thing went off the bed and landed on my foot. It is not lighter than the smallest box. I have some pretty small boxes in here too, little tiny boxes. So, thank you to the person who sent this to me, waiting for my money to come in. Patty's trying to get Kathy to pay for someone to come in and clean, then Kathy will pay her back, and I'm going like, that clean her apartment. I'm going, no and hell no. And Kathy's going, no and hell no. She just gets out of the hospital. She's a nervous wreck. And Patty starts asking with this. We have Fluffy on the bed. Little girl's outside. Today will be 91. And I thought this was going to be small things. It's not. And these are, I don't know, about $4 now in Safeway. So thank you very much for this. I was not expecting these. So I have 12 of these. And I will be eating one for breakfast because except for oatmeal and 2 waffles, I am out of food until Wednesday. Didn't eat more beef stew. 12 cans. Can also be used as a boat anchor or to use as a chalk for your car when you pull up on blocks or want to drain oil. Read the story of Sean David Morton, read the story of the David Ravini lawsuit about midnight in the desert. He had a handshake deal. You never do a handshake deal. Only 1 or 2 of those have ever worked out where someone does a handshake deal and the other guy doesn't screw anybody. Wind up screwing the other guy. So, sorry Ravini got screwed over that. Somebody keeps flapping. Oh man, what the hell is this now? Hold on, there's a notice at my door. What is this garbage? Hold on. Oh no, not again. Ugh. Another reason why I want to move out of here. The elevator will be down Thursday. Well, at least I won't be going anywhere Thursday except for cat feeding. Every time they say schedule work and repairs, they did that. They expect to complete work by noon. Plan on being out down all day. I don't do stairs well. Okay, so anyway, now let's look at the views. 1,375,733 and 18,754, and recently about 2,800 views. Let's see, what do I have here? No, 868 in the last 7 days. I was wrong. 5116. All right, now we got to find content. We got to find me. Okay. I don't know where I am here. No, we're doing them. Not awake. Not even a little bit. Okay. Now days. I was wrong. 5116. All right. Now we got the stupid hearts. The chat window. I am not a morning animal. I will never be a morning animal, but I'm up because my hip wouldn't let me go to sleep. And on my phone, I missed him. I went to UFO Con, not this year, but the last UFO Con, and he had a whole table for UFO books. I would have loved to have bought them, but he said back in a while, and that was about 5:30 in the afternoon. Never saw the guy, but he had Preston Dennett on Midnight in the Desert. So I was going to start watching that when I finally couldn't take the pain anymore. So, but this thing slid up to bed. This is out. Now the damn box has cut my finger open. I'm not having a good Monday. 91 today. This fell on my foot. So, yeah, just cut my finger open. So anyway, Kathy and I are going to go out Wednesday, and then other things will go on, and I got to pay the bills and shop and all that. Here is Fluffy. Fluffy is on the bed. So, you don't see me doing an 8 a.m. live video very often, but this is what I got, so I have enough to eat now. I do have about $7. I was going to go to Safeway and get something to eat today, but 91 out, and it's supposed to be 96 on Wednesday. So I'm having a cup of coffee. Oh, and the evil trolls keep commenting on the orange bucket, which has my brooms in it, my dustpan. This is my recycling bin. It needs to be stoked again. It keeps picking up detritus from canned goods like cat food cans and all that. I threw out a whole bunch of cans because they were expired. I got sick with food poisoning in February and do not trust dead cans. So how long are these good till? 2637. No, I don't know. 2025. November 2025. So it's good for over a year. So anyway, that's what's going on. Listen, there's a website that a YouTube channel, that has a lot of Art Bell content, and Night Shift channel has 96 Art Bell shows on there, and I post them on the guy from Pittsburgh Paranormal News Forum. And by the way, my email list, one of them, I keep getting emails from somebody. I have to look and see who it was. Said the mailbox is full, so please empty your mailbox. I send notifications that I'm going live. And so that's about it. I don't expect me to come in this morning. But Kathy's very upset about Patty's latest scheme. Kathy says, I don't have the money to pay someone else. Patty doesn't want to help clean, then have her stay home. I'm going to help her clean. I carry my ice packs with me because Kathy's freezer works, and then if I get too tired, my knees start hurting. I don't know what to do about my hip. I guess I'll have to carry an extra ice pack for the hip. I got a whole bin of ice packs in the hallway. And then end of September, I will be getting the door freezer. So I'm going to suffer another month of the refrigerator, and then we're going to get the refrigerator the hell out of here somehow. But I have to hire the guy with the donkey on the truck to help me. He said if I ever need help, he could give him a call and he'd help me out. So he and I can get it down the stairs, call housing, and say I'm getting you your refrigerator, and clean up the area. I found a way to clean the kitchen. There's a link. Clean the walls. Windex is something supposed to clean the walls. That blew it. But they said vinegar and something else to clean grease off the walls. Then I see if I can get them to fix the fluorescent light, fix that cover. They keep saying they're going to show up and do it. I keep asking for repairs. They never do it. So, and the trolls keep saying, it's a fantasy. I get an apartment building. Well, if I get my credit back up to where it was 780 before Bank of America screwed me up. Now 28 days since I've heard from them. They have not paid me the thousands of dollars they owe me. They have not paid Kathy anything. Hello, Finn. Morning. And I need 16 grand. But the government will give you financing. HUD will give you financing to buy an apartment building. HUD will give you a grant to repair the apartment building. Move out of here, move into my own apartment building. And nobody can, the county and the city or the unincorporated county or what city or whatever the hell it is can tell me what to do. But it's my building. And I will tell the tenants I only have one basic rule. Keep it quiet. Let the owner sleep. And do not molest the cats. And the apartment building will have to have a pool and air conditioning. It's my big requirement. And then I'll get if it's big enough, I'll put a container out in the back by the pool and stuff all my extra stuff in there. So, I miss Art Bell. In 2006, my landlord, my evil landlord, a former Bank of America vice president, would not get the hot water heater fixed. We had no hot water for 56 days. I put the money in the escrow account, notified him legally by certified mail, and he evicted me for not paying the rent. And then after I went to court and voluntarily moved out, he had me blacklisted from finding a place to live. I lived in my car with Mouse and Monkey Cat. Climber Cat was Monkey. When I Reliant for 6 months, and Art Bell got me through it. Well, you can, Ben, you can get a property management company to do all the maintenance for you, so you don't have to do that, and that's what I intend to do, because my arthritic hands, I have trouble opening Shiva containers now. It's very frustrating, because I know how to do things, but my hands won't cooperate anymore. So you pay the property management company to do the maintenance. But you can get an owner-occupied apartment building or a house through HUD if you're on low income. So I can move out of here. And that's what I intend to do, hopefully next year. My real estate agent said she'll get me financing. I want to put up any of my own money. So, and wouldn't have people telling me I can't have my scooter in front of my door either. Scooter will be gone, but I'll get another scooter later and then get the boomer buggy. No, I read $2,000, or I don't know what the figures are. I'd have to. I asked the property management here what it costs to do property management, and the woman said, I don't know. And you work here, how can you not know? But I can't do that. I can't do plumbing. I can't do electrical. I can't turn a wrench. It hurts. Everything hurts. I got arthritis really bad. I'm right-handed, so I tried years ago to take the calipers off my brakes on this Datsun I had. Couldn't do that either. Couldn't get the strength to turn it. Now the scooter's sitting right here. It will be gone. I'm going to sell it and then take the proceeds, pay down my debt, and then buy a used scooter, and then save up for the trip to Vegas with Kathy. Talk to my real estate agent, and I've got the cat feeding bag in my bathroom on the scooter. I had this thing clean, but I threw everything back on the bed so I could sleep. But let me see, I don't know. There's the scooter. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's there. So, it's going to be 91 today. I'm not looking forward to it. So, it's sitting right there. Hold on. First time ever, I looked up what the high desert meant. Apparently there's a high desert in Oregon, there's a high desert in California, there's a high desert in Nevada. Hold on. This key never wants to cooperate either. The wimpiest horn ever. That's their horn. Ridiculous. Okay. So that was the horn of the scooter. Not a gay scooter, not a gay pride scooter. The Pride Victory scooter. So, it's there. Well, I can't really, when I clear this table off one day, when the scooter's gone, I'm going to revise my filming, clear the table off of all my bills, because the scooter will need me to pay down my bills. This pile of paperwork I have to keep, and I'll have another filing drawer with file folders, so they won't be on my desk. Move the Mac, and then probably move the table over this way, because to get the refrigerator out, the bed, the chair, the tray table, the Mac, maybe even the camera table, and the shower thing you sit on in the shower, that's where my big square fan gets put on. All have to be moved out of here to get the refrigerator out of here. So it is here. I'm very mad that somebody would complain to housing that I had it parked in front of my apartment, and Kathy said she could walk by easily. I could walk by, but there's a woman who's a Karen. Has to make someone's life miserable. And there should be a Devil's Island for the Karens of the world. You can be a male Karen. You complain and bitch because you don't like something. No. You don't go to Las Vegas, by the way, July, August, September. You go October, maybe November, December, when it's raining. Not when it's flooding, though. And the hurricane, there will be a hurricane off of Florida, is now at the Yucatan Peninsula. They expect 75 to 80 mile an hour winds, may hit 100. They don't know where it's going to hit in Florida. It's going to hit. They already said, I watched a video before I got on, that it will produce some areas 2 to 4 feet of flooding, so to start. So everybody's preparing for that. And this is Art Bell, Midnight in the Desert with Preston Dennett. And he had about 40 books on UFOs in California, UFOs in Pennsylvania. I wanted to buy them all. So, yeah. Well, I complain about things and call people idiots, but 9 times out of 10 it's trolls. I can't stand stupid people, and I hate trolls. Except for the little, I don't know where they are now. They're in here somewhere. Little fuzzy trolls are sent to me are cute. Watched the cutest video. This little kitten was rescued. Little tiny kitten. And there were 2 terrier dogs. And they see the little kitten and this little orange baby. And little teensy kitten. And they were freaked out by the kitten. And then what's funny, one of the terriers is pulling his dog toy in his mouth, and the kitten is riding on the end of the dog toy. It's one of these lanyards with rope, and the little kitten is just riding the dog toy, and the dog is pulling it down the hallway, and I broke up laughing. It was so cute and so funny. So I have $7 till Wednesday, and my bank account is not negative, but there's not much money in there either. They keep snarling at me. Yeah. I always thought, having worked as a cashier and in retail that you should have a sign, yes, we're idiots. Now what the bleep do you want? Or just put a name tag, I'm an idiot. Are you happy now? Something, you know. Or a professional idiot. This shirt. Kathy's done that too. She's gone to the Safeway and Target. Once got us thrown out of her Target because she started arguing with me. I told her to stop it. They told both of us to leave it. I wouldn't do anything wrong. I was trying to get her to shut up. She's also Karen at times. I think it's more women than men. Although there are crotchety old men like Walter from Jeff Deno and Ventriloquist, but I think women, they get to a certain age and they're just not happy at anything. My mother was like that. She didn't like anybody in the family. She didn't like anything I did. Didn't like my sister. Told everybody what to do. And everybody got tired of it. So anyhow, it is, by the way, 78 in here, which is incredibly rare. It has been roasting all summer. Fort Worth finally got rain. Well, I call YouTube idiots because there's stuff, yes, it is sitting, it was sitting, where is it? Well, I had it up there. It looks like it fell, but I did put it up there. I'll have to go look. Hold on. Your list is currently empty. Yes, I have no money to buy a shopping list. Okay, hold on. Let me get up. That's why I went with the lotto. I have a I saw a house I really liked, by the way. 6 bedroom. Is that enough for all my crap? Here it is. I knew I put it up here. The tape I've got is not, all these dollar tapes in the dollar store suck. Here's the card she sent me. It says Roswell's part. No, Roswell incident. I'm not going to read it because I can't read without bright light, and it's got the Day of the Dead stamp on the back. So there's the Roswell postcard. I really like that. Greetings from Roswell, New Mexico. We were here. So thank you for that. There it is. So it's been sitting back there, but it won't stay on because the only tape I've got is this dollar store crappy tape, and everything keeps coming off. So I will put it on the refrigerator for now because I have my Choco Cat magnet. Let's see if Choco Cat can do the job. Yes, Choco Cat holds the grays at bay. No gray invasion today. So. So it is sitting on my refrigerator, my mini refrigerator, with Choco Cat, my favorite of Hello Kitty. And I still don't believe Hello Kitty is a girl. See, there's Choco Cat. I love Choco Cat. I love kitty cats. Whoa! There goes the beef stew again. Glad my foot wasn't there. I gotta do something with this thing before it breaks my damn foot. It's determined. This is the killer cans. Killer beef stew. Dinky Moore's beef stew of death. The new Vladimir Putin assassination weapon. You don't have to take down a plane. Just drop a case of beef stew on top of them. Oh my God. Yeah, well, I'm going to go to Roswell. It's a matter of money. What I would do, if I had the money, if I make enough money with the first building, and then a year you refinance, you buy a second building. Wish I'd thought about that 46 years ago when I met Kathy. Get my knees replaced, lose weight, get the boomer buggy, and then unless I get real lucky and get a good condition used motorhome, I have to rent one. Kathy wants to go to the Grand Canyon, and neither she nor Patty have ever seen Hoover Dam. And Lake Mead is filling up with water, by the way. And the police are complaining because there's all kinds of, now that the lake is filling up with water, there's all kinds of criminal activity at Lake Mead, which is really weird. Normally that doesn't happen. They found bodies in there. Have a great day at work. So, rent an RV, go to the Grand Canyon, and somewhere in there stop at the meteor crater my dad didn't want to stop at when I was a kid. And then we coincided, all the cats be with me in my apartment building or my new house or whatever, coincided with the Roswell Festival and tell Kathy to be quiet. Well, the problem is that this is an emergency. I have nothing to eat. I have 2 waffles left and about 4 packets of peach oatmeal until Wednesday. And the sodium in the beef stew doesn't seem to affect me. I don't, except for being a preservative, I don't know why they put so much sodium in everything. I mean, hell, you get a can of green beans, they put sodium in it. And I love green beans. Oh, and I watched a bunch of videos this morning on how to grow containers and carrots. If I have my own apartment building, if the stuff doesn't burn in the heat, I will have tomatoes. I grew tomatoes in Sacramento on my apartment building steps practically. And how much sodium is in this sucker? I can't read it. Hold on. Sorry, Art. I turn you off. Get my friendly neighborhood flashlight here. Okay. Yo, holy cow. 990 milligrams of sodium. Holy, sheesh. That's more than a TV dinner. Well, what I would do is, by the way, I'm just going to show you this. This is neat. There's a little app I've got on the phone. It works the flashlight when I can't find my lantern. What you do is you get your credit good. And I would have a mortgage experience by an apartment building. They turned me down for credit in the past. I have no mortgage experience. I'd have a mortgage. And then what you do is get a business credit card. And you rent the RV as a business expense. And you get one of those, you can get a card. They'll give you cards if your credit's like 780. They'll give you a business. I'll straighten out my credit and put a consumer notice about what B of A did to me that ruined my credit. But rent an RV, put the deposit down or whatever, put the credit card down, whatever, and then take the RV out. I'm not going to drive it because I can't, but Patty can drive it or Kathy can drive it. So Kathy has to get new glasses. She failed the driver's test because she said, oh, I can pass the driver's test, and she couldn't see the exam thingy in the little window they make you look at, or the screen or something. So she has to go to the eye doctor and get new eyeglasses. She said the reading glasses they gave her didn't work. Yeah, I buy tomatoes fresh, and I buy carrots that are frozen or in bags. But I like fresh vegetables, and I was growing. Somebody in Sacramento was a care, and I had them growing underneath my window. And they were thriving in the heat of Sacramento. I lived in the same building for 6 years. Never thought of doing that when I lived in Roseville, because it wasn't, we rented a house, and I had bell peppers, mini bell peppers. I had cherry tomatoes. I was growing zucchini, and I was growing cucumbers. I can't eat the cucumbers now because you have to do them in salt, and my kidneys don't work well with salt. What I do with this is I eat the beef stew, I drink a lot of water. And I really shouldn't have tomatoes either because I've had a history of ulcers and reflux, but I watched a video where Grandma Farrell was having a ricotta cheese and tomato sandwich, but the problem is for years I put lemon pepper salt on everything. Maybe that's what ruined my kidney. My right kidney I had to be hospitalized twice, 1 or 2 years ago, because I woke up screaming in agony within 2 weeks. They put me in the hospital one day, and then overnight, and then 3 days later, I went back to the hospital. And in the meantime, when I took the bus to the hospital the first time, they checked me in. The second time, the doctor said, you're staying in. We're going to give you all kinds of medications and fluid. So I fell in the transit center on my knees, and I didn't break them, but I was hurting for about a month with that. I've had a number of falls. So, but, you know, maybe I could find a used RV, or if not an RV, a van. I'd like to rent the RV to take the cats to where I got to move, because I'm going to take Mama Cat, Kitten, Tiny One, Gray, probably Shy One. I haven't seen him for a couple of days, and of course Fluffy and Little Girl. Take all my kitties with me. They'll all go with me. Seven cats. That's why I was looking. I need to win the lotto so I can buy a 10-room house, and then 2 rooms would be cat rooms. Put a catio in there. And I do also drink. I haven't read the thing yet. I saw an email about on Google. What happens to losing weight? Drink a lot of water. I've been drinking water for 2 months now. I'm still fat, so I don't know. Something's not working. Bruce, 1977. I'm not sure. I don't remember. Don't know. Might have been a troll. It's a problem. I do these videos and sometimes I forget what the hell I'm saying. I'm old. I normally take notes in my iPad, and I looked at one. There's this place. This guy did a video and he recommended. I got a MacBook Pro for $128, and I looked through this, and there's all these deconditioned, C- condition laptops and C- condition iPads, and most of the guy was selling was absolute garbage. Dents and bent cases and everything, and scratches. No, I buy an iPad or a MacBook. I want one that's in good condition. So I don't remember any Bruce. Only Bruce guy I know. I've known one guy named Bruce in my life from somewhere, and I've known, of course, we know Bruce Wayne. So I don't remember. You'll have to tell me which video it is. I'll go back and look at it. But these get filed in the mental file. It's short-term memory. My short-term memory is crap anymore. I can't tell you what I did a week ago unless I look at my YouTube channel. So, my stomach started growling this morning, so you know I'm going to be getting more for breakfast. I will be buying on Wednesday an electric frying pan, electric skillet, so I can start cooking again. I've had 3 pressure cookers die. All the burners in the stove don't work. And if the microwave dies, I'll be gnawing on cans. So I need to get something I can cook in. I like cooking. I love making stew and soup. I do have 2 crock pots, but that takes, forever. And God, all I give a cup of coffee to make me burp. Excuse me. And if I'm really, really hungry, I can't wait till 8 o'clock in the morning for the food to get done. I want it now. So anyhow, that's about it. So after this video, I will move the cans to somewhere safe, get them off my bed. And today, George Senda invented the can bomb, the Dinty Moore can bomb. It hits you on the head, and then you can eat it afterwards, disposing of the evidence. And then I will go back to listening to Art Bell for a while. If my knee and hip cooperate, I've injured the right hip right on the side of the hip. Ow! I can feel it now. I must have fractured it or did something to it. All right, that's about it for this one, I think. I have not slept all night at all. Little girl was sleeping on the pillow next to me, curled up. Fluffy was sleeping on top of me. And he loves to sleep on my chest, but it does cause one problem. Little girl likes to sleep on my hip. She had her paws on my hip, right hip, the one that hurts, and that was comforting, but the biggest problem I have when they're both sleeping next to me is I have to move them. I feel horribly guilty. I have to go to the bathroom. Okay, remember you can join the channel for $3.99 or $6.99 a month, where you see content nowhere else. And once I sell the scooter, I will be taking My iPad's in the broken one, the bent one, and the one that needs a new charging port into the shop. And sometime between now and this time next year, we'll be buying a brand new iPad. And then work on. Kathy said you can't save money and something about. Oh, Bruce! Bruce! Oh, I forgot there was a Bruce. Thank you. Now I know what the hell you're talking about. See, but this is the dawn of time. In 1976 or 77, Kathy and I were fighting mostly over she was racking up $400 phone bills, refused to go get a job, making me pay for PG, the rent, the food, everything. I finally blew up. Oh, you're so mean to me. You're yelling at me. Yeah, because you're killing me financially. She was calling Patty and her girlfriend in the East Bay, and I was getting $400 Pacific Bell phone bills, and I blew my stack. You're going to get a job. So she comes with her new boyfriend, Bruce. That lasted a month. His own father fired him from the hardware store he owned. And they come in and start moving the stuff out. And Kathy takes my house, has my house keys, apartment keys. She won't give them back. Her mother was there. Her father was there. That was Bruce. She had a picture of Bruce. I threw it in the trash can and set it on fire, and I almost burned my apartment down. Don't burn the trash can. Don't burn the picture in the paper-made trash can. I had a trash can made out of paper, and it set the trash can on fire. Was not a plastic bucket like this. And I went, oh my God, there goes the cane again. This stupid cane keeps falling over. That was Bruce. So, the evil Bruce. That lasted a month. He lost his job. She dumped him. And then eventually she moved back in with me in Sacramento, so for a little bit. And Kathy and I can't live together because we get on each other's nerves. We love each other dearly, but we can't live in the same apartment. We drive each other nuts. Okay, have a great day. Stay cool, stay hydrated, stay safe, stay wet, stay dry, and I will catch you later. I may go to the store today and buy one item, depending on how I feel. Tomorrow is going to... Computer, weather for Martinez tomorrow.
Tomorrow, you'll see lots of sun, and can expect a high of 91 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 62 degrees.
And Wednesday will be 95, so I'm not looking forward to going out. It's tolerable. There's no wind out there, but with the thank God they're not doing the elevator on Wednesday because I plan to go get more cat litter. Yeah, back in the 70s, Pacific Bell, to call the East Bay cost you a fortune. You had units, and they would charge you by area code, and oh my God. I mean, I used to have a teletype in my apartment before I met Kathy, my old apartment. I was using it to call Lawrence Hall of Science and play Star Trek on the teletype. It was $75 a month. This is before we had personal computers. We had $75 a month for the teletype, about $300 a month for the phone bill, and then $9 per CPU hour to play. I don't know. She must have. Well, she moved out and suddenly Bruce showed up. But what made me furious is we had always been together, and might have been 79. I don't know, but I don't remember this. But she showed up with him on Valentine's Day, which that's when I blew my stack. You're bringing your new boyfriend over to my house on Valentine's Day? You move out and then you want to get your stuff? Yeah, but back then I'm into games. I was playing Star Trek on the teletype, and I don't know. I have no idea. I don't care. It's ancient history, but I blew my stack, and I said, give him my keys. She wouldn't do it. We got into a big physical fight. And he tried to come in. I said, you stay on the threshold of the door, or you'll be next. He left. He went outside. He didn't want any part of me because I was, you don't enrage the Taurus. Taurus the bull. I was furious. I thought that was beyond tacky. So, I watched them film Colossus, the Foreman Project. I was calling the Lawrence Hall of Science, and those days you could pay $1 an hour to use the teletype. I would go up there, take the shuttle up there. They don't do that anymore. It's all school kid things now. Go up there and play from 9 o'clock, and I used to go to Berkeley and get my top dogs. That was breakfast. Polish sausage top dog with sauerkraut, mustard, ketchup, no onions. Oh, relish. And then he was next, where I was going to clean his clock if he stepped one foot in my apartment. You're not coming in my apartment with my former girlfriend. Are you going to be kidding me? I was ready to kill. I was just livid. Her mother got me to calm down. May she rest in peace. She died of cancer. So I really liked her. But I said, you're going to be next. The fight's going on. You step one foot in here, I'm gonna cold cock you or go after you. He knew he had to get the hell out. He started looking at my face, and you know those cartoons where the guy's steaming and he's red and steam's coming out of his ears, and the next thing he turns into a bull and he starts, running over people. That's how mad I was. Because Kathy we would go out on Valentine's Day and she wanted roses. If I didn't spend money on Kathy back then, I would be rich today. I used to take her to dinner every week. I used to buy her roses and stuffed animals and all this stuff. So I should have said, no, I need to save and invest and make money. So when years later in the future, I have money and not being poor. We were yelling and screaming at each other because she had a death grip on my house. I wanted my apartment keys. I don't want to come back in. And she wouldn't let go of them. And then he started to step in the apartment. I said, you get out. You step one foot in here, I'm gonna clean your clock. That's my words, but he knew what I was talking about. And then I'm gonna call the police and have you arrested for trespassing. Get the hell out of my apartment. And it took me about 10 minutes to calm down. Kathy got her dad and Kathy and her mother grabbed her stuff, her clothes, her whatever else, suitcases, whatever restored in my closet. The cats are free. Cats are all hiding in the big closet. And she moved her stuff out. And then I didn't see her for a couple of years. And in that year she was gone till I had to move to Sacramento. I wasn't allowed to have cats, but my first girlfriend, Julie, would you watch my 4 cats while I go to Oregon for a week? And suddenly I wound up with 15 cats because some cat got in a window and got them pregnant. I saved $1,000 when she moved out, which was a lot of money in the 70s when wages were like $2.25 an hour. And if I had not had Kathy in my life, I probably would be a millionaire today because I could invest in the stock market and all of that. I love her dearly, but I should have taken a different path, the path to financial success instead of the path to let's take you to back then dinner was, oh hell, I don't know, $3 for a steak dinner, and you got to drink and everything. No, I had Squirt, Lilliput, Trippy, and I cannot remember the 4th cat. And they were very sweet cats, but they were freaked out, all this yelling and screaming. And I don't normally yell and scream at people except trolls. All right, I'm starting to get cooked in here. Have a great day. Thanks for coming in. I will catch you next time. And super chat donations to help feed the cats would be nice tonight. And hello, Bellamy, Oreo, Penelope, and Oscar Cat. And Bellamy's a huge fan of this channel. And hello, Top Cat, and Bellamy's owner, who is looking for kitty stew that he can eat. All right, that's it for now. Bye-bye, and I'll catch you next time. Have a great day. Let me turn this off. Where's the thingy? There.